First off, congratulations on your freaking album. I can't wait for you to tour live again whenever that happens.
That's like the hardest thing about putting out this record is like, damn, this record would be like the most fun to play live. And I was like, I can't play it live. But within the next couple months, I think we're gonna really like try to do some really exciting stuff for people.
What was it about Nonsuch Park that made it like so significant for you to title it the album?
I've always tried to sort of string things together and find a way to like take all those little songs and like see how they string together after the fact. And like even going back to Augusta, like the thread through that was like I was just living on this street in Toronto, like just trying to make it. Like I was 18, I was like running the streets trying to figure out how to like be an artist. And then Hotel de Ville, a lot of that record was about like healing and like finding love and like making mistakes and like learning from them and stuff like that. And then once this record was done, I had the same thought. I was like, what does all this music say to me and say about my life now? I couldn't find the thread. Like it was really tough for me on this record. And then my grandfather passed away, and I wrote that song Papa, and I came home. I really gravitated towards like these themes of my Papa, and like that was the part of the record I felt that gave the record the most weight. And then I was like, wow, like that is the part of the record for me that like strings everything together. And then I just really thought about like how insane it is that like we grow up and we learn to be who we are through these people that we love. And like even in the smallest ways, like the way that he looked at my grandma and like the way that he oriented his life and organized his life, like everything spearheaded at like enjoying and experiencing the most you could, from like stage diving at my brother's bar mitzvah to like taking my grandma to France once a month to have like croissants and espresso. Like he just was such a man that was so full of life and like really put all of that like love into his relationship with my grandma. And then Nonsuch Park was just that place for me where like that the spirit of him I feel like will always be. And like when I think about my times there, like he's just like in that park for me. That's kind of where that comes from. That's my long answer.
That was so wholesome. I love that. What was it like watching all of those home videos for the first time?
I was really worried that like the camera would like ruin the experience for me, and like that the fact that it was like being turned into something public would like taint the experience in a way. But none of that happened. All those worries existed right before I watched the video. And then the second like I saw my grandfather and I saw all those new images and like all of these like videos of him just like being a complete badass, like I just forgot about all the worry of like I even forgot about the camera, and I was just like, it was so visceral. Like I could feel every cell in my body, and it was one of those like magical moments of my life. To be frank with you, like a moment I will never forget, and I'm so glad that I can share that with people and be vulnerable.
In the Wait No More music video, how was that experience? Because you guys are like in isolation, I guess. How did your creativity sort of blossom more so because you had limitations in creating these music videos?
Initially I was really cheesed. Like I was like, damn, like I really want this video to be special because I felt like it was such a special song. My director was like, dude, this is a blessing in disguise, and we're gonna make this video amazing, and like it's gonna add to it that we had to like deal with all these adversities to make this special. And like, man, was he right. But sometimes when there's just like limitations, you just like the magic comes out and you just like do what you just is in your heart, and it's just like the natural thing. And I think that's what happened with that video. It was like, okay, I have my house to my disposal, I have this song and some paint and like a camera, and like let's just make whatever we can. And I think that it ended up being like one of my favorite videos for that reason.
When you were writing that song, did you have like a change in your mindset?
Well, it's so tricky because that song took me like months to write. But the initial, like the very first song we wrote when we wrote Wait No More was thematically the same. It was about like not wanting to wait anymore. And a lot of it was just deeply inspired by like just having this conversation with a really close friend of mine, Simon, again, who I mention a lot. And I write a lot with her. That's why she's so relevant to my songs. We had this conversation about just like not wanting to like hold on to like the past and the future, and like all of the things that we want in our lives, or like where we see our lives going, is like, it's beautiful to have dreams, but like, you know, it's that old sort of Buddhist kind of mentality of like, if you hold on too much to your wants and your desires, you forget about like the beauty of life, like where you're at right now, you know? It's weird because then we went back and like, because the song wasn't right, we were like, maybe the theme is too big, maybe we need to think smaller, and we like turned it into like a love song or something. And then I was like, this song's impossible, and like let it go. I gave it up. And then months and months later, I went back and I listened to it, and I was like, man, this song is so beautiful, and like we have to finish it. So we went back again. And I think when we went back, it was after my grandfather passed away. So I think I put a lot of that energy of like, just enjoy, just be yourself. And that's when that part of the song was written, when it was like I don't want to, no, I don't want to wait no more. Yeah, I don't want to wake up one day and realize I missed out on right now. Like that line to me is the crux of the song. And that was written like at the end. And that was after all of this stuff had happened to me. So I don't know, I'm all over the place, but the song was like so all over the place. So it's like hard for me to pinpoint like where the inspo came from, because it's sort of like spanned throughout the whole writing process, you know?
So this is the A side. What's happening with the B side? What can we expect? Is it done? What's happening?
I'd say it's like almost done. The songs are done, and they're so, I'm so like, I wish that I could just put it out all right now, but part of me also feels like an evil genius, and like once it's all out, not that I'm a genius, but I feel like an evil villain, because I feel like once it is out, it'll like be really special for people to know that they've been a part of this process for like a long period of time. And like for that second record to come out, and like, I, to be honest with you, think it's in part kind of more, it's like, it's not better, but like it's kind of better than the first half. To me at least, like I like it more. It's probably just because like now that the first half is out, like I'm so excited to like, there's so many moments on the second half that I feel like are like not what people are going to expect from me. And like, that's really exciting for me too. So yeah, I don't know. I'm probably saying too much, but I'm
So
really excited.
excited.
Really, really excited.